Fair enough. All right, let's get off this topic. I want to ask you something else. This week, camp starts. Who is under the most pressure to perform in practice this year? We're talking about practice. So some players aren't under pressure to perform, but some are. Which ones do you think are under the most? Who's going to be in that good and not so good every day, getting scrutinized?
Oh, well, we know it's Brock, but he's obviously just practicing when he.
But we've seen with Brock, he could throw a pick every day, and people are like, "Don't care, don't care." We've seen him in games. We like Brock. You know what I mean?
I think the health watch 2025 on Christian McCaffrey is going to be a big thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Does he look healthy? Has he lost a step? Is he good? Is he not?
Is he there? Is he out there every day?
Is he out there? Yeah, all those things.
The first day he misses a practice, it's like code blue, dude. What's going on?
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky's going to be the same thing. Now they put him on the Ricky. Clarify this for me. When they put him on the PUP, that just means until they could take him off of it this week.
Today, right now. They can do it right now.
Okay, right.
I don't know why they haven't. Maybe they will on Wednesday.
It's 4 weeks. When you put them on the PUP and they miss the first 4 weeks? When is that?
If they're on PUP after final cuts, when they go from 90 to 53, then you got to stay on that for 4 weeks. Okay. Only then.
So Ricky staying healthy and looking like a 31st overall pick is a big one for me.
I want to stick with Ricky. I think it might be Ricky because for Christian, it's just like be on the field. And even if you're not like hitting that fifth gear, no one cares because you might just be preserving yourself. And we've seen you in games and you're a great player. So it's Ricky because just staying healthy isn't enough for Ricky. He needs to be out there every day. He needs to be winning his one-on-one matchups in the one-on-one drills. And he needs to be catching passes. Like he needs to be the Brandon Ayuk of this training. He needs to be the guy who is ascending because they got rid of Deebo Samuel for him. And I'm not saying Deebo's a great player, but Deebo's going to play this year and he's going to produce something for Washington. And we don't know what the hell Ricky's going to do. So he needs to stay healthy and be good.
Yeah. I got another
one.
And
he's shown flashes that he can do that. Like stayed healthy for a few months last year when he came back, had a big game against the Lions. Looks promising.
I like Ricky, the personality. I don't know if he was worth 31st overall, but I hope it comes true. I think he's got a great, I love watching his interviews, but that doesn't mean a lot. I want to see him perform like a 31st pick overall.
He seems like the kind of guy that if he's healthy, he's going to do really well in training camp. He wasn't really out there very much last year. And when he was out there, he was not 100% and they didn't put him in the one-on-one drill. I've never seen him in a one-on-one drill, but I'm guessing he's going to be good in that because he's a very good route runner. He's quick. And that's like, he doesn't have to worry about getting hit over the middle. I think the question with him really is going to be more like durability in actual football games. You're running over the middle in this, you're running those digs and play act. Like, can you withstand the punishment the way that Jawan Jennings can? I don't know. So we'll see about him.
Is he going to be wearing a blue jersey?
He wears blue jerseys a lot.
Yeah. Which means no contact for people watching that don't know.
He's good with no contact. Elite, I might say.
I'm pretty good. No contact also.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need a little contact.
It's the contact that gets me every time.
It's the contact.
How about Demo, man? Because he's been promoted to the number one corner on the 49ers. There's not a lot of talent at the wide receiver position out there. And if he struggles at all in training camp, that's a concern for the 49ers. So I think Demo emerging as a leader, being the number one corner on this team, not having a lot of talent to go up against, and like BA's not out there. I think Demo needs to look like a top corner in training camp. I think that's going to be a big thing. If he's out there getting burnt, which I don't expect. I like Demo, but I just do think he needs to elevate and be that guy for the 49ers in training camp.
I agree. He is under pressure, and like if he gets roasted by Jacob Cowing, it's not going to be a good look. My experience covering these camps is that it's usually the first round picks, the guys who haven't gotten extensions yet, the guys who are heavily invested in. And so that's why Ricky's one, and I think Mykel Williams is two. I think Mykel Williams might be even more pressure. He might even have more scrutiny than Ricky because, I mean, if he's a work in progress as a pass rusher, and the run defense isn't really going to show itself in practice because they're not tackling. So he's going to be in these one-on-one drills against Colt McKivitz. If he's not winning those, that's going to be I mean, it may not be a big deal, but people are going to know it and people are going to talk about it and it's going to be a topic. So I think there's going to be a lot of scrutiny with Michael. Can you beat Colton McKivitz? And if not, can you slide over to defensive tackle and beat Ben Barch?
Yeah.
And if not, that's a problem. So I don't know what to expect from Michael Williams, the pass rusher. I don't think anyone really does. It's going to be interesting to see what he's got. 20.
Yeah.
21.
For me, training camp is more about quarterbacks, receivers, than it is the trenches. I think when the real pressure on those guys begins during the preseason games and during actual regular season games, because it's hard to tell what they're really doing out there. Especially when there's no pads on. Even when there is pads on, you can't really touch the quarterback. So it's just a lot of, evaluations based on what people are watching. So I do agree that he's going to have a ton of pressure this season, though. I think that's going to be big for him. So yeah, I also like. I think the linebacker position is a place where we have to look at right now. Also, no, Fred Warner obviously is going to be Fred Warner. But what do these other guys look like? What does D Winters look like? Is he making plays out there in training camp? Do they have a legitimate fill in for Dre Greenlaw on this team? So I think that's another one where everyone's going to be watching.
Yeah, it's true. It's all the rookies this year. I mean, Alfred Collins is under a lot of pressure to perform. Nick Martin's under a lot of pressure to perform. Upton Stout is under a lot of pressure to perform. All because if they're not good, what is this defense going to look like this year? I mean, is Trey Brown going to be a player for this team? Is Jordan Elliott going to be a player for this team? Probably not.
I feel like at some point they're going to sign the biggest, like a pretty decent size. And there's not a lot of huge names out there still in free agency, but there's some decent ones. And they got $40+ million, I believe, in salary cap left. I think they're going to discover some things in training camp and make a move for at least one or two guys. I think we'll see that happening.
I think we'll see that happening too. Okay. Sheridan Milestone 1737 says cut Trent
He's
Taylor.
Still on the team.
When he is on the team, the Niners underperform. He was on the team 2017, 2018, 2020, 2024, all down years. Coincidence? I think not.
Hey, you got a point there, dude. Is he
I
really
didn't
on the
realize
team right
that.
now? Let me see. He's not.
Yes.
Is he?
No.
I don't see him on the team unless he's on injured reserve or something. Yeah, he's not on the team according to the roster I'm looking at. I don't know.
Jeez.
Is Trent gone? I didn't even get to say
goodbye. Christopher says, cheers, guys. Odds of SF trading for a wide receiver. That receiver room looks rough right now.
You know what, man? You know what I really freaking hope happens? Like, look at Juwan Jennings. What was he, a 7th-round pick? Juwan Jennings? 6th?
7th.
7th, right? I want one of these big-bodied receivers. We were talking about it earlier, how Brock really likes those big-bodied dudes. Isaiah Nair, Isaiah Hodgins. Those are big dudes, man. I would like to see one of these players pop out of nowhere and become an actual guy for the 49ers. And they're faster than Juwan.